Yo.
Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, one.
Hello and welcome to Mzansi. We're back again, and we had, and thank you again for the ways that you guys are giving us. We will keep on updating you, and as much as we can, and we'll update you accordingly. We will not update you in a noodles way, but we'll update you in a right way, because that's why we don't release 120 videos. One video shall be enough.
Yeah, one is enough. Compact everything, we're good to go, because I can't imagine having to upload every.
Yeah. So thank you. Please subscribe, share the video, and make sure that you do communicate down there. We take all kinds of communication except disrespectful communication.
Yeah, please.
Again, thank you for all that you have been doing for us. Let us continue with this journey, Emily. For those who do not know me and are new here, this is Mr. Anonymous. You will never see him. Yeah, in front of you, it's Emily. Emily, let us hit the ground and run.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us yet again for another update on the Thabo Saga. Okay, Thabo and Dr. Nandipha have arrived in South Africa in the early hours on Thursday morning after being detained in Tanzania. So, Police Minister Begicele said that Magudumana cooperated with authorities in Tanzania, but Bester was not cooperative. The Mozambican national, Zakaria Alberto, who was arrested alongside Bester and Magudumana, did not return to South Africa. So, I don't have any more information on what's going to happen to him. However, he didn't come to South Africa.
Whatever happens, you must know that after all this is coming back to South Africa, as usual. Okay. I mean, we are brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so after serving his, I think that, I don't know how the jail is that side, or if they're going to be extraditing him from Mozambique.
Yeah, from Tanzania to Mozambique.
So I don't know, but good luck to him. This series for him, unfortunately, it had to end where it ended, and the character sometimes had to be eliminated. And this is the part where the character, I think, is eliminated. The main characters, though, are back in South Africa, as you've said, and we can see from Tanzania, it was not easy. No. They look more sleepy.
Yeah, they look exhausted.
As you can see on the table there, probably this is how they were sleeping.
Oh, that picture says 1,000 words. It just says, oh my God, why? It just says, oh, especially for Dr. Nandipha, with her clenching her fist like that, she probably banged on that table a couple of times. Why? Yes.
It had to happen, unfortunately. There's
yes,
always
she wasn't planning on getting caught, maybe.
No. Nobody does crime planning on getting caught. But the net was kind of closing, even though they were, already out of the country. What she was leaving behind, the father who's ill, in a sense, going to jail. That is part of the things that wherever you are, you're not going to be resting.
You're not going to be at peace.
You're not going to be at peace. So you're always going to come back, or you're always going to do something. So it was bound to be season 2 of Escape, I think.
Well, they arrived in a luxury jet, and according to Times Live, they were flown into Lanseria International Airport, and they were not allowed to communicate during the flight. So, how do you feel about them being given a private jet? Because even advocate is it Brad Brechen? I can't pronounce it. Yeah, she also had a problem. She also had a problem with the jet. She was asking why to Mr. Minister of Police Begicele, was it necessary, a private jet?
Looking at it in a different perspective, I mean, we have had aeroplanes going out to do whatever that they were doing outside the country without us being involved as a society, as a community. I mean, it's fine. I mean, this is public interest.
As long as they arrived safely.
Yeah.
I think that was everyone's
They still
anticipation.
belong to South Africa. So, I mean, yes, maybe there was an easier way of them arriving back here. I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, they've done whatever that they needed to do to bring them here. I mean, we've had probably at some point aeroplanes going out without even us knowing. Now that we know, we are complaining.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's fine. I'm not saying it's yes, it is expensive.
It's expensive.
It's an expensive extradition.
Yes.
We agree to that, but I mean, can you imagine what happens without you not knowing? At least this time we know.
Yeah, at least now we know it's been disclosed, and the journalists did see it at the airport.
Yeah.
So Thabo Bester is currently held at Kgosimampuru prison, a CMAX prison in Pretoria, and he's under 24/7 surveillance. And Nandipha appeared in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court on Thursday, and I don't know if now would be the right time to play the video of everything that was happening that I gathered from social media. Let's see that video and see what.
Dr. Maputumana, do you have anything to say? Dr. Maputumana, do you have anything to say? Dr. Nandipha, why did we leave? Number two. Mr. Bester, do you have anything to say? Mr. Bester, do you have anything to say? I see you there. Mr. Bester, do you have anything to say? I see you.
Sorry.
Hey Nandi, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Do you want to say anything? Okay.
Yeah, well, well, we do laugh even in situations like this. The drama, though, of I see these police going to check under the bench, whatever that they are sitting on. I mean, really, was that necessary? This is Nandipha. As much as I've never seen that with the suspects of Zenzobeiwa being done, and this is an exhibition. Let us like show you what the police is supposed to do. Let us do it correct. It's just.
And they got the young ones.
And
you know?
we know that we are heading to elections in any case, so such things must be into order
They got the most
until we go
energetic ones.
to hallucination again and go back default to what we normally do, where you just push you in, go sit there by yourself. Yeah, it's I mean,
This is like a sad moment. It's like one of those, especially for me, because I followed Dr. Nandipha on social media and I admired her. Seeing her in this state, impilo iyajika. Impilo.
and I'm hearing
Impilo.
I'm hearing a lot of people saying that how could she allow love to blind her? I don't know, man. I don't think that this was love exactly that really blinded Nandipha here. Considering that this person was married, had a husband who's working well, a doctor.
At some point, allegedly bought her a
Allegedly
Jaguar.
bought her a Jaguar. It is that spirit of not getting satisfied. You want more because your friends have more. So you keep on wanting to be on top of the things, on top all the times. This guy comes in and say, well, look, we met, whatever it was when we first met. Maybe there was a relationship.
Allegedly, he DM'd her on Instagram. Allegedly.
Yeah, maybe there was a relationship though.
Yeah, prior.
It couldn't have been just a random
Yes,
DM.
remember they met in 2006.
Let's say then that was the case. So someone tells you, listen, I've got 1, 2, 3. I can get you at this level. What do? You accept if you're not satisfied by what you have. You accept the proposal and you start preparing for that. Hence probably you would now saw such things as divorce and whatnot, if there was ever such a thing. And then this man is sitting in a cell all day, alone. I don't care how strong you are. If this man knows your weaknesses, you are screwed.
And provided that your husband is busy, remember he has a job.
Yeah.
Now here's this person calling you every
And by the looks of
He's got
things,
the time.
and by the looks of
Marinating.
things, you are not ready to work as hard as you can for what you believe you are capable of or what you believe you are worth. You want to take a shortcut. One person was explaining, Emily, this thing of taking shortcuts. Others they do twala.
Yes.
It shortens your life. Even crime is like that, because you want to bargain for what you could attain at 60, and you want to get
want
it
to do
now
it
at 30. You are obviously sacrificing your life. That theory couldn't have been more true than now, when we are seeing this situation of Nandipha going to jail as a doctor who had almost everything brighter in front of her. See her happy, and she was on the news when it was necessary. She was just making it. She was a celebrity that she wanted to be, maybe.
Yes.
And then greediness
Ish.
got into her, because when a person, we have this thing of studying you guys. When I say you guys, ladies, we study you. When you approach a woman, you kind of, if you're a guy who's been around, you kind of know what this woman, or you once they open their mouth and start speaking to you, you can tell what they want. You can tell this woman wants to get married. You can tell if it's anti that. You can tell if this woman wants to be told a story that is taking her to a big mansion. So Baxter had already had that. Hence the DM, if it happened, as it alleged that it happened, and then you know what to say. Look, this is the plan. So this is someone that ladies like, someone who has a plan, a man who has a plan. It's not about money. You want someone who's got a plan, and Baxter probably had that plan.
And probably seeing the results. I mean, the cars, while he was sitting in jail, she was able to purchase a lot of cars. She was able to purchase property. And this man is sitting in prison. You know?
So when that man now, after purchasing all that, with whatever money that probably got somewhere, which now we are hearing stories that there was even business inside the jail. So after that, are you going to refuse if someone says, scam the insurance, do 1, 2, 3? You are going to follow that. You are going to do and execute that to T. Because this man has a plan while sitting inside.
And remember, you have a spiritual covenant with this person. The person that you are dating most of the time, you can't say no. Like, no.
Not after I've shown you what I'm capable of.
It's difficult.
You know, I'm capable of actually turning nothing to something big. I'm capable of giving you bodyguards. I'm capable of giving you things that you never had. I'm capable of making you be driven to wherever you want to go.
And I'm sitting in jail.
Sitting in
the prison. Aisha. Yeah, so credit to all the journalists that provided that footage. They woke up in the early hours of the morning, 3 and 10 past 4. I went at this time.
It's a very it's a time of importance, national importance.
Here's Tembiso Media, Griselda Lewis, Homoto Mudise, Linda Mnisi, and Mzilikazi. Thank you for your footage.
Mzilikazi was there?
Yes, he was there in the morning. He was there. So yeah, and on the footage you could hear Linda Mnisi asking Nandipha if she was okay. And I'm like, yo, Linda, the way you're asking, are you okay, Nandi? And she's like, hey, Kosiabi. Guys,
tickles you. But it was really, for me, when I saw them, after all this work and sleepless night, when I saw them, I felt bad. After a certain call, someone called me and it's like, hey, look at this woman. Everything she had, she just threw it away. And there are people who are really would kill to get
that medical degree.
Yes. And then I was looking at her. I was thinking this person could have been with her family right now,
watching TV.
She could be in a call with the father right now,
helping her children with homework.
And then because you wanted power, empowerment, and I'm gonna hit on that empowerment thing, there's something not right about it. I don't know, maybe like the ancestors, maybe God doesn't want this thing, because this empowerment goes with a certain spirit, man. Darkness. You want to be alone, you want to be independent. I don't know whether she wanted to be alone because there was Baxter, or you want to be independent because now you are not married. You can still call it independent. Right.
And also wanting to prove a point, because remember, we are human, we are criticized all the time, people talk about us all the time, and you have this thing of wanting to prove a point, even if it means uzongene kwelete.
You are coming from villages. You want to make sure that and I have that thing because I'm also from villages. But look, not to such an extent of me taking shortcuts. I don't believe in that.
Maybe she also wanted to prove a point to her husband that, see, I can be more successful without you, allegedly. I'm just speaking opinions here.
No. You know, even the lotto money, Emil, that money that comes so easy and quick, that money, I don't know, it just has a way of disappearing. There's a spirit that it comes with. it just disappear. It disappoint you. I know someone who won 12 million. And if I was to tell you the story about that person,
Do
you'll
they
be
still
surprised.
have the money?
No.
12
Zero.
million.
Zero. They are on zero.
Where did it go?
I'm not gonna say it because one day they might see this video and I'm not. But all I'm trying to say is that there is a lot of spirit that comes with money, and more so the one that comes easy, that you don't have to sweat for.
That's true.
Let's
That is
continue.
so true. So, Thabo Beste's partner, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Teboho Dipolo, an Intergriton CCTV technician who was arrested yesterday, caught driving. Well, that's not the one who was caught driving the Porsche. It's the one who worked at Mangaung Correctional Facility, and an alleged conspirator in Thabo Beste's escape appeared briefly in Bloemfontein Magistrates Court on Thursday, and their formal bail application was postponed to Monday next week, the 17th of April. Makudumana and Dipolo will both be joined to the cases against Makudumana's father, Zolile Sekeleni, and the former Chief 4S security officer, Sinohe Matswara, who appeared before the same court on Tuesday. Those cases were also postponed to next week, Monday. So on Monday, it will be the four of them on the dock.
Oh, that lucky number.
So Makudumana and Dipolo had been detained at Park Road Police Station before being taken to the magistrate's court. They entered the court chained by their legs but with their hands free, flanked by heavy armed police officers. Makudumana wore a hoodie pulled closely around her face and covered her mouth and nose with a mask. She kept her head down throughout, and Dipolo did not cover his face. Dipolo is a former employee of Intergriton, a company that installed and maintained the surveillance cameras at the Mangaung Correctional Center. He did not have an attorney, and he was given a chance to either get one or have one appointed from Legal Aid South Africa before court on Monday.
Now look at that. And I know many people are going to say he doesn't have money. Probably he has money. Probably someone who knows what is coming. Someone who feels, okay, whether I pay for that lawyer or not, money will go. But then I'll still go to jail. So I would rather settle for a state lawyer who's going to say, hey, take a deal. But there is a catch in this. If really there is an interlink between these people, they cannot afford to have a loose end. So that person, if he cannot afford, they must cough up something.
Which could
No,
be
no,
one.
no. They must cough up money for the lawyer. Look at it this way: you have someone who's responsible for the whole system of that can actually get you arrested like that, and that person is seemingly moneyless, and that is a loose end because a state lawyer is gonna say, take a plea deal.
So
Once this man agrees,
you'll pay for a lawyer for them.
you need to make sure that they have a proper lawyer who's gonna make something happen. So if I was this guy, if I had money, I would probably not take it. No, I'm not taking my money out. Yeah, I would just say I have a state lawyer. No, it's fine. Give me a state lawyer. Until they make a plan. They must make a plan.
You're raising a good point. I never thought of it like that. I'm like you. You took bribes and you don't have money for a lawyer.
No. You don't. You don't.
Allegedly, by the way. Allegedly.
It's alleged. But all I'm
Until
trying
they
to say
are
is that
convicted.
all I'm trying to say is that it is difficult for. I mean, even if I was this guy, I would probably do the same. I would go there without a lawyer, and no. In fact, going there without a lawyer is sort of portraying you as an innocent person, because it's like you're not ready for war. I mean, coming with a lawyer can play in the hands of the judge, because you are coming there. It's like you were prepared for this time. You must go there as if you are unprepared, and then they allocate a lawyer for you. But in this case, because it's a syndicate, everyone must have a strong lawyer.
Yeah, true. Now,
I'm sure their lawyers will tell them, Nandipha, and they will tell them, listen, this guy, if he doesn't have a lawyer, we need to represent this guy also.
Now, on Wednesday, the Parliamentary Committee on Justice and Correctional Services heard evidence from Integration representatives that Dipolo was seen walking to the room housing the prison CCTV servers shortly before the camera stopped recording. They said that Dipolo handed himself in to the SAPS. So they didn't go on a hunt. He handed himself in.
Yep, the Polo is the guy of the richest.
Dipolo is the guy of the security CCTV.
CCTV.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. See, the guy is cooperating. He's doing everything that is needed. Maybe he's too calculative. I don't know.
Or maybe he understands the system. Remember, he worked in a correctional facility.
No, that is a different dimension.
But
You are
he's
in a
heard
court of
stories.
law. Yeah,
He's probably heard stories.
there's no camera here.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be. In fact, you might not even going there where you were operating cameras. You might be going somewhere else.
Okay, Magudumana was represented by an advocate, Temba Diba, who also represented her father on Tuesday. So Magistrate Motlolo Kabisi adjourned the proceedings and remanded the case until next week, Monday, for Magudumana and her co-accused bail application. He also told Dipolo that he could apply for legal aid. It was not disclosed where the duo will be detained in interim. So right now, it's not disclosed where exactly.
It will be interesting to see who's paying for that lawyer.
Ne? That is the work of the people.
Because once you see who's paying for that lawyer, which I doubt it's Nandipha,
Yeah.
which I doubt it's Baxter. Because right now, Baxter doesn't have a laptop wherever he is.
But
Probably.
there was a picture circulating. They were asking, why does Nandipha have a cell phone? It looked like she had a cell phone in her pocket.
Yeah, but still, you couldn't make any activities that would actually alarm them. You are already, everything is frozen probably now by now.
They did say that they are frozen. Their accounts are frozen.
So, where is the money coming from?
Maybe it's the family.
Which family? Father is there.
Andazi.
Probably his money is also frozen because it's part of...
I don't know. It would be interesting to know though. So Police Minister Bheki Cele said that Magudumana cooperated with authorities in Tanzania, but Besta was not cooperative. Besta is currently held at Kosimamburu prison. Okay, so I think I've discussed this before. Yeah, so with regards also to the footage, how did you feel about Griselda Lewis?
I know you're looking for that, but I really don't care. They are doing their job.
I loved it.
They're doing their job. It's fine for me. I'm not interested in what Griselda does.
So Police Commissioner Fanima Semola said that Magudumana had at some point in possession of several dead bodies while Besta was in prison, and Magudumana visited him frequently. After Besta faked his death in a prison fire, Magudumana collected the body found in Besta's cell and claimed Besta's possessions from the prison. So Minister of Justice Ronald Lamola thanked the government of Tanzania for its unequivocal collaboration in the process.
What collaboration? Of collecting?
Of arresting and deporting
Of
Besta.
collecting. After after they have been arrested, of collecting, let's correct that.
So fingerprint confirmation that the two are South Africans and cooperation from Tanzania seem to seal the speedy deportation. That's what he said. So Thabo Besta apparently was a powerful figure in prison and he had lots of money. He carried on his fraudulent activities from inside the prison. Now there's a video footage that was examined by Jigs, and It's a split second of two men running away. So that was according to Judge Cameron in the hearing today.
Running away during the day of escaping.
Or it was another camera from another angle. Split second, it spotted two figures
Running away.
running away.
Oh, well, we will know very soon who that was.
And the police say that they are positive that convicted Thabo Bester is a South African national, despite him not having an ID. Kuthiwa, prior to him getting arrested the first time, he didn't have an ID. So they solely relied on the fingerprints that they've collected while he was incarcerated to prove that it's actually him.
So this guy didn't have an
He
ID.
didn't have an ID, apparently.
He slept on himself, man.
Why?
Well, he's supposed to take the fingerprints off.
Take him off.
Yeah. This guy's smart, most.
Oh my goodness. So on Thursday, National Police Commissioner General Fani Basembola told members of Parliament Portfolio Committee on Justice and Correctional Services that the police identified Bester by his fingerprints. There's even footage of it doing the rounds on social media where he's explaining this. And he says that Bester was identified by his fingerprints and past crimes he committed in the country. He said the police received Bester's fingerprints from Tanzanian authorities, which arrested him earlier this week. So they also verified his identity independently. Masemola added that the escapee shared an identity with two other Thabo Besters who have IDs. Responding to committee chairperson Gratitude Mahwanishe, he said, this person does not have an identity document. So the criminal records were the only way to confirm it is indeed Bester.
Is there no way from our system of actually giving such people an identity? This guy is a South African, right? Can't we do something about that? To document. I mean, the aim is to document the person. When you are arresting someone, document the person, not just the fingerprints.
If you can,
because what if those fingerprints
give them
disappear?
Make an ID for them, because now it makes things a bit complicated. So now, and about Thabo Bester, there are people that I went to high school with, and you find that they didn't have identity documents or.
Well, this guy can argue his case, most.
They didn't have.
If really he has those lawyers that have got time, they can still argue his case.
Hey, but they are saying he is a South African. The person who served at Mangaung Correctional Services Center is the same person. It's the same person. So when he arrived here, he was also ran fingerprints. He is a South African. So they are pretty much sure that he is a South African. But at this point, he should have identification. He really should. So the police were also grilled about the failure to investigate and charge Bester's partner and alleged customary wife, Dr. Nandipha Makudumana, who is accused of claiming bodies to facilitate his escape. One of the bodies, which Makudumana allegedly claimed to be her father, was found dumped in an identification tag still attached to it, remember, on the toe. So the second one was, she allegedly claimed to be Bester's wife, but was later proven otherwise through DNA. So Free State Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Baile Mutsuenyane said they suspect at one point Makudumana, being a doctor, might have been part of a body part smuggling syndicate.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've been waiting for that.
Scar.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that. Exactly that.
Scar.
That goes with what we call organization, NGOs, what for the kids. Now, people have been saying, why do I talk about? I'm talking about women because all these groups are looking to help women. Younger, the younger, the better. Well,
And
it's alleged.
It's alleged at this point. So this is Mutswenyana's suspicion about this whole situation.
I didn't want to say it.
And
I just don't want to say it, but there it is. Someone else is suspecting that.
And he denied inaction on the part of the police. There was an inquiry opened, and this was a guarded prosecutorial investigation dealing with the cases of what happened at G4S. So the investigation is at an advanced stage, and anything will happen at any time, she said. So yeah, guys, that's literally what we've been trying to hint to our audience about this whole NGOs, women thingy.
Women power. I don't want to say a lot of things because don't want to involve other people that
So
are.
I'm sorry, Umtwenyani, when it's a woman, when she is going in that direction.
I'm just going to say, you took the words in my mouth. That's okay. I've been trying to go to that direction.
So now the real story begins.
Here we
need
go.
to find out
And
why.
that is the case,
Who are the key
then
players?
we need to set the rules, new rules, because we watch these things in movies. Doctors being involved in human harvesting.
It happens.
If that is the case, wow.
There's also someone who made a video and they were explaining about how some doctors, they literally look at a patient before they pass on and they go and take out life cover. And then the family is requested a death certificate because they need that. That's the only thing they need to claim.
Well, I'm not going to...
So they do. There's a lot going on in South
I'm not
Africa.
going to comment more on that. I'm just going to keep it. I've got my own reasons. But all I'm just going to say is that there could be a system that should be used. You see, the problem of monopoly and the problem of an open market where competition is very robust, we end up compromising certain things. So I would say the market of insurance is saturated such that anything is a customer, maybe. But I'm just going to pause there.
Yeah, let's stop it here, guys. Until tomorrow, we'll hear what develops again tomorrow. If not, then it's back to regular programming.
Yeah, and again, thank you for your like and sharing and
Thank you so
communicating
much.
with us, and we get your messages. Thank you very much.
And thank you for the encouraging words. It's nice to see people encouraging, because doing this certainly is not easy. Talking about people is not easy. Talking about serious things is not easy. So guys, we really appreciate it, and it encourages us to want to continue,
Now we close this and say those allegations now. Maybe let us start looking with open eyes, everything. Let's have an extra eye, intelligent eye.
Musani ugijima. You can't have the lifestyle of someone who's been a professional, somebody for 30 years, and you're an intern. Guys, take your
Kunjani?
time. It's a race, it's a marathon. Learn, enjoy the journey. You will get what you want if you work towards it and you apply yourself. It's coming. Do not despair. Do not think of shortcuts. Please.
All I'm going to say is that does now, just leave you with a question, make sense why I was giving an order of the businesses that Dr. Nandipha had, which is traveling agents, always associated with something. I'm not going to say anything because this is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Media, which is for, again, shooting and all that. Let's
And
come, let's view you and all
Attracting
that.
beautiful young women.
And then what else?
It's also property company,
Okay, and then there's a fourth one.
which is her clinic,
Clinic,
the
yes.
aesthetic
So
clinic.
now look at those factors, and then any friend that is closer to Dr. Nandip, also look if there's common factors. Now it's time for you to start doing your research. Changes the whole ball game. But in any case, thank you very much and bye.
Thank you, guys. Until the next one, don't forget to do the right thing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.